So I asked him about it and he kept denying it. So I just messaged her and I was like, why were you calling my husband Jay? And she was like, the gym.
Hey there, what's up and welcome back to another video on Vavoom. 90 Day Fiance is a reality show where all the love and hate aspects of the couple's relationship are covered. Some moments are completely understandable and fairly relatable to an extent, while others are just unbelievable. What are those moments that left you blown away? But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's begin. Number 5. Mark's questionable behavior. Despite the huge age gap that existed between Mark and Nikki, they still fell for one another. At some points, Mark actually compared Nikki to his wife, while at the other points, he made her feel like his daughter. Mark bought a red car for Nikki that she instantly loved. However, on their very first ride, he began mentioning his ex-wife how she had a similar car and rolled in it. What was Mark trying to do? Meanwhile, at another instant when Nikki arrived at the airport and got seated in the car, she was mesmerized by the view the car gave from its windows. However, Mark reacted in a totally unpredictable manner when Nikki slid her hands on the glass window. He instructed her to keep her hands away because he does not even allow his kids to do that. Does that make any sense? How is that related to Nikki? Number 4. Chantal's family and the chicken legs. Pedro and Chantal were in love. Meanwhile, their families were in never-ending fights. The families had very little ground in common, and at the end of every meetup, a fight was expected. One of the arguments took place for a very petty reason. Chantal's family arrived after a long journey to the Dominican Republic, and Pedro's mother had taken all day to prepare the dinner. Things got uncontrollable when Chantal's family denied eating the appetizer that contained chicken legs and chicken necks. The two families fell in an argument, and in the end, Chantal's family stormed out without eating anything. Number 3. Paul has an infection phobia. Paul traveled hundreds of miles to visit Karen in Brazil. At the end of his trip, he proposed to her. Despite his love for her, he did not compromise on some of his safety measures that would leave you feeling sick. Although he fell in love with someone who lived in jungles, he was not really sure if she was completely hygienic to live with. Paul made Karen run STDs to be sure she was not infected anyway before moving forward with their relationship. Moreover, when the two went for a swim in the river, instead of wearing a swimsuit, he wore a protective suit that gave his body full coverage. Is this even normal? Looks like Paul is too careful not to fall sick. Number 2. Jay cheats on Ashley. On screen, it seemed like Ashley and Jay were doing great as a couple, but things would go wrong in a few days. Jay came to Pennsylvania just to start living with her. They both were happily married until Ashley made a discovery. She was heartbroken to find out Jay was cheating on her. The day they got married, Jay had made a Tinder account, even since he had been talking to a girl he found on the dating app. Knowing this truth, Ashley was truly hurt. However, she told the audience that she would not leave him because she had taken his responsibility for the next decade. Meanwhile, Jay made it look more weird by returning home one day and asking Ashley if they could talk about it.
So I asked him about it and he kept denying it. So I just messaged her and I was like, why were you calling my husband Jay? And she was like,
Number 1. Larissa falls in an argument with Fernanda. Larissa and Colt had many issues to deal with during their engagement. Larissa's arrest and her behavior with Colt's mom topped the list. However, Larissa displayed immature behavior before one of the episodes where all couples were invited. She took much time to glam herself just so that she looked the best. This desperate attempt was to get Fernanda jealous of her. Seriously, Larissa? She claimed that Fernanda was ugly and so she envied her. In reply, Fernanda called the couple mean for bullying her and using inappropriate labels for her. Larissa went beyond the limits by calling Fernanda a brat. These moments took a turn in an unexpected direction, leaving the viewers in and amused. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.